Well, hello there, David Kralik here. Just a little video of our cabin site and the initial work that we've done here to get it to a point where we're almost ready to begin uh, actual construction on the cabin. That's coming into the cabin site itself. Pan around here a little bit, and that stump, I cut that tree down today and did a little work on it. I split the larger part of the trunk and turned it into a bench, and the other half I'll turn it into a bench as well. Several trees had to be taken down today, and I brought my chainsaw. One of them was this big maple, which before I could cut it down and lay it on the ground where it needed to fall, I had to take down several other trees that would have interfered with it. A little bottom down below the cabin site, ferns growing, and I got to hear the train go by a while ago. That was a pleasant sound. That's looking to the north, or somewhat north. About 2,000 feet through those woods there's a railroad line, and I heard the train whistle back where the track crosses the road, and then listened to that train steel on steel as it made its way. It's really pleasant. There's enough thick woods between here and that track that the sound is muffled. Those steel wheels running on steel on the rails. Trying to get some of that tree view. In fact, the noise from the interstate several miles away, the whining of those wheels on the big trucks, I find that just a lot more aggravating. I don't know if you can see it in this video, right there where the fork of that tree is. My son-in-law, when we was talking about where to put this tree, I says, I want to stick it right there in the woods. Put the top right in those woods so that all I got to do is bob them off, and right now today I don't have to do any cleanup work on the tops. And we looked at the stump. Big old stump, pretty good size stump. It's a big log, good log. And son-in-law, he said, I'm gonna put a stick over here, give you a target, and see if you can hit it with the trunk of that tree. And that stick sticking straight up there. I think he estimated the distance, because if that stick was 3 feet closer to us right now, the main log would have drove that stick in the ground. But as it was, there's a little fork there in the top, and the stick, the top came down one part of the fork on one side, one part on the other. But that worked out pretty good. David Kralik here, Woodsmoke Woodcraft School. I want to encourage people, instigate or aggravate or whatever. Get out and enjoy nature. Get out and do something different that challenges you. And this kind of work I'm doing here, getting this site ready, is it's pretty strenuous. It's pretty rough work. It's hot here today. I'll walk around here in front of this camera and look at you where you can see me. It's hot, it's strenuous, and at 61 years old, I'm just having a wonderful time, challenging myself and applying skills that I have but don't use. And I hope that people will maybe step up to the challenge of doing something with their skills, and doing something with their gifts and talents, doing something that's a cut different than the norm that they normally live. Learn something new, practice something new, especially in the realm of self-reliance. And one of the things that I've challenged myself to do, where the actual building of the cabin is concerned, I'm out here right now using chainsaws and those kind of power tools, but one of the things that I've challenged myself to do where this cabin build is concerned is to build it old school. Now it's not going to be a log cabin. It'll be a stick frame, small cottage type thing, probably 24 by 16 with a porch on the length of one side of it. 24 by 8 or 10 screened in porch. And one of the things that I've challenged myself to do is do it as much as possible with simple human-powered hand tools. And when I get around to working, a 4x8 sheet or something, I may use a skill saw on that. But in reality, it wouldn't be necessary. I could still use a handsaw to do it, but I'm working with a time frame of getting things done, and I'll probably use some type of powered tool that way. But develop a mindset, a self-reliant mindset. Develop skills that allow you to live self-reliantly, and practice those skills and challenge yourself to utilize those skills. Don't leave them on a shelf. And also at the same time, study up on a lot of assorted things related to self-reliance, so you know how to do them in the event you have to do them. At least you've got some type of frame of reference in your mind that allows you to get started on something if you need to do it, if something happens that you have to do it. If you're in a wilderness situation and your shoes wear out or you lose your shoes, how do you make a pair of moccasins out of skins from animals? Things like that. And enjoy it. Have a good time doing it. David Kralik here. I'll give you an update on the cabin build when I have one to give you.